welcome to Mendota Trojans Live here on YouTube. My name is Brooke Beats alongside John Hochstetter tonight. He's going to be joining us for the broadcast. We've got a little special edition for you here on Mendota Trojans Live, as the Mendota basketball program is honoring the 1995 and 96 high school basketball team who made it. Being here with us tonight, and it's pretty exciting because we were at these games, weren't we?
Yeah, thanks for having me, Brooke. This is going to be a fun night, seeing these guys back from 95 and 96.
They came in with kind of a different lineup. You know, they had Jeff Krylin in the center. If you've been any part of Mendota basketball, you know about the Krylin brothers. Jeff was the younger one, and this season, this year, they had shooters along the edge. It was just so fun to watch, wasn't it?
It was fun, and they were tremendous on defense. They would steal and go on a fast break. Their fast breaks were unbelievably fun to watch. Absolutely legendary.
They're going ahead and going to announce a lot of the players here. What a great turnout they had tonight. There's only 5 players that weren't able to be here tonight. They came in, of course, conference. You knew that well, John, and it was a tough conference. It always was.
Tough conference. A lot of 2A schools back when it was a 2-class system. We were 1A, and a lot.
Coming up is Kewanee. They were, of course, in that NCIC as well. But so in the regional championship, Mendota defeated Amboy. Then they went on to a 77-64 victory over Elgin St. Edwards to claim that super sectional title. Right now, we've taken a very was so important to this squad, so important to this school, so important to all of his teammates and friends. Brian Faber, number 32, they took a moment of silence to honor him, and he was a tremendous baseball player as well as being on this part of this basketball team. We'll tell you a little bit more about the team here in a moment, but let's go through some of the players that were not able to be here tonight, including Mike Holloway, Eric Duke, that super sectional. You were there, I was there. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. He made 10 threes and 13 free throws for 43 points.
Kind of unbelievable. Let's go through some of the players that are here tonight. We've just Steve Wasmer, Derek Kilmartin, Chris Safranek, Josh Beats being announced right now.
Josh Schrader.
Look at Chris Safranek, he's got his Faves jersey on. Krylin, he promised to come up and talk to us after the little ceremony here, so it'll be fun to catch up with him for a moment. Brian Boyer, he was a tremendous for the Trojans, really did a lot for them around the wing and making sure that Krylin and those others got the ball down low. Coach Gary Barrera, of course, you know him from our broadcast. He was a basketball program at Mendota High School for a long time. Coach Pat Beals. That's a name everybody knows if you're familiar. Mike Wasmer, it's Steve's dad, and assistant coach for a very long time. Really a special treat here tonight for all of Mike Kilmartin, IHS Hall of Fame coach. He's been battling some illness. He's doing it very valiantly. Look at this standing ovation here from the crowd.
Yep, well deserved.
Well deserved. Look at this. He wanted to be at the game. Nobody missed a game, and it was just very, very exciting.
Yeah, the old gym at the old high school was jam-packed every night for those guys.
So they were. We told you Eric Duke had 43 points that night, and then they lost to the eventual state champion, which was Shelbyville. And
a few things that we all probably remember from that game was the controversial 5-second call on an out-of-bounds play, kind of in Shelbyville's favor there. We had a 1 or 2 point lead at the time, and things kind of went sideways for us. But
nobody will forget that, because we did kind of feel cheated, and you don't ever want to feel that way, you know, in 596 team. And we are getting Coach Kilmartin. He's going to work his way up here and chat with us, so we're so glad to have him join us here on our broadcast. Again, thank you for joining us here on Mendota Trojan. The sophomore team just fell to the Boilermakers. And so then we'll have the varsity game coming up for you. Like we said, about 15 minutes. They're going to have the warm-ups here shortly, but
I tell you what, looks like Jeff could probably still play. He's in pretty good shape.
oh, he looks like it. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. You don't want to see him underneath that basket. He was always so incredibly tough to
games, I remember.
That's unbelievable. And now, ladies and gentlemen, joining us is legendary coach Mike Kilmartin. Hi, Coach.
Good evening.
It's pretty exciting to have this many people turn out tonight, isn't it?
Yes, and obviously you're not going to get everybody. Eric Duke's in Texas, and of course he had a little to do with this. So I'm going to say he's probably had the record for threes if we did some research.
Really an unbelievable run, Coach. What was your favorite part about that run?
That he was good enough to live up to the expectations. Tremendous amount of pressure. You know, we played 4 guards in the season. We were going to play the best 5 players we had, regardless of what position they played. So we were really interchangeable. We were very difficult to guard because we could spread the floor, which we did against at state against Shelbyville. Otherwise, we're in deep trouble with our lack of size. So it was a double-edged sword. And I really don't understand today's basketball. Obviously, I'm old school. I can't stand the shooting all these threes. You know, I hear at college, but I don't understand. I'm writing an ebook, by the way. I need you guys to buy one so I can make some money. But writing an ebook on zone and less man-to-man. One of the main reasons is I don't see how you can have a good zone offense if you don't play zone. You can't have a practice and say, okay, now we're going against the zone tomorrow night. Let's put the next night for them to stand like I said.
Well, when I played for you, we played many defenses. We kept switching defenses.
Well, you know, would you run the ball every time? Would you throw? You don't have to scout. I mean, LP and Mendota will play. They're going to play man almost always, and they're going to switch every time. And so you can run some counters. And I coming in, you need to wear some seconds off the clock before they get down and have to make them rush and can't be so deliberate. I mean, he uses 24 seconds up every time.
Tell us how you really feel, Coach. I think
well, I say what I want and do what I want.
I like that. Tell us a little bit about your health. You're feeling okay today. We know you're battling things.
Yes, for those that don't know, I'm battling cancer, and I'm feeling pretty good. I'm doing pretty well. I have one more chemo and then a couple of, I'm not sure what they are, but they're infusions and they're not as, and we'll take a look and not be visible, and there's all kinds of bad things. But so far I've felt pretty good. They told me I'd get tremendously weak, and I really haven't.
I mean, we were not surprised by it, but really a nice standing ovation by both sides of the gym here.
Kewanee was real receptive.
They were, yeah, that's pretty exciting and well-deserved. So, hey, thanks a lot, Coach. We appreciate.
Thanks, Coach. Good to see you.
We appreciate your time. Again, legendary coach Mike Kilmartin joining us here on the broadcast. We appreciate his time and, of course, his expertise. He's not wrong. It would be fun to know.
And he speaks it well and still speaks it well.
He does. It's really great to see him, and we appreciate him coming up here and joining us. We're really thankful for that. And now we've got the man in the middle here joining us, Jeff Krylin. Pretty fun, a nice turnout, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a great turnout. I didn't know what to expect, but I'm really happy with it.
It is. Tell us what your favorite memories are from that season. We know you played all 4 years on varsity, and actually
how hot we got, like just playing so well and being out everybody we played was way bigger than us.
Yeah.
You know, and hung, you know, and we just ran circles around them.
Yeah.
And that's what I think about that all the time. We just ran.
You made it happen. You did. You took, like Coach just said. Happen.
Yes, exactly. And I think we did that. You know, we came up so short at the end.
Yeah.
But I don't think about that too often.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
We were just talking about, you know, there was some a little timing that, but that doesn't take away from what an amazing season and amazing career at Mendota High School that you had. Yeah.
Was that your favorite season?
You know, my freshman year was pretty great.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, you were there. But yeah, they were all, you know, special. I mean, even my senior year, you know, because I finally got to play with the guys I grew up with, you know, and I had never gotten different levels.
Yep.
So it was nice to finally get to play with my friends.
And your brother too. That's
And my
pretty
brother,
cool.
yeah.
That was pretty neat. Yeah. So John, you said you were a sophomore when he was a freshman?
No, I was a senior when
you were
Jeff was a
senior.
freshman.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it didn't take him too long to figure out how to play at the varsity level, that's for sure. I do have a question for you. Do you remember who the last person to start in front of you? Very good.
He's been setting that up this whole time.
Yes, I remember that. And I mean, I'm still grateful for you giving me that spot
Oh,
to this day.
so yeah. See, chivalry's not dead.
Oh, no,
right?
you earned it and took it and ran, buddy.
Oh, that's pretty exciting. Well, they're fun to watch. They are.
Yeah.
They got a little bit of a run and gun going, and when they get it, when they're on, they're really fun to watch. So they've
Good, I
had
look forward to it.
Yeah, good. Well, appreciate you being here tonight. So nice to see you, Jeff.
All right.
As always, thank all of us.
Yeah.
Of course, we were fans at the time. I was a sophomore in high school, I guess, when that season, 95-96 season, you had just graduated. You said you were at Northern and came over to that super section.
Jam-packed.
It was absolutely electric, and that's what we talked about. Eric Duke was able to get 10 three-pointers, and then you said it was 13
Free throws.
free throws after that, so he ended up with 43 points, just fucking. And you know, important is to remember that it's such a big part of our community, you know, the high school basketball program. That, you know, Mendota fans travel really well.
Yep.
And a lot of fun, and really fun to be a part of.
It's real nice of Waz and Nick Gons to put things like this together. These
They're
reunion
they're
nights.
they're really good about that, and a whole thing for the women, the girls team from '98 and '99. They did that. You know, Mendota's really good about looking to the future, but you know, we got to remember the past. 96 season, we congratulate them again. Really, arguably one of the best teams that Mendota has had. You know, can you argue against that?
I cannot argue against that.
I think that's about right. Mendota coming in off a busy week. They had a win, they had a loss this week, and so excuse me, they're ready to see what they can do here on their home court. So let's. A pretty tough Sterling Newman, that Newman Central Catholic. They're undefeated on the year. Mendota kind of came out hot on that game, you know, and took the lead. Just couldn't hold on to it there at the end.
Right. I mean, Mendota's been hot in the fourth quarter. We answered every time for a while, and then it just kind of got away from us a little bit. But we play them again January 30th. I think we'll have a good showing here. And
I think so too.
Hopefully you're right there.
I think they will as well. There was a lot that happened in that game too, you know, that felt a little off. I don't want to be that person that always talks with Becker making that three-pointer and then us not getting to have an opportunity to play defense or get the ball back or whatever. Again, you know, it's over, but you know, those kind of things do sting a little.
Come out looking to take it to them when they come here.
Absolutely. And then on Wednesday night, Mendota played a very tough Byron team. They came out real hot, took the lead up by 20-some at one point. Byron kind of back practice this week, and Mendota was able to hold on to the victory on Wednesday night. So that brings us to the present. We are just under 3 minutes away from getting going here. And Kewanee comes in with 12-4, is that what you said?
12-6.
12-6. So, you know, on paper, anything can happen, you know, so you got to come out and play the game. Quick turnaround. They're going to play at 11:30 tomorrow in Seneca against the Mantino Panthers, so they're having a little shootout there in Seneca. So Mendota, you know, has had a very busy week. Take a few moments here to talk about our sponsors here on Mendota Trojans Live. We want to thank all of them for making our broadcast possible here, and we love partnering up with them. Please stop in, let them know that you appreciate seeing and hearing high school sport. Brothers, Pizzas by Marshallone's, Gons Farms, Shimmers, Arteaga Tree Service, Wasmer Funeral Home, OSF St. Paul Medical Center, Meriden Grain Farm Insurance, The Locker Room, Renegade Motors, and the Lions Club. Again, we'll tell you a little bit more about each of them as the night moves on. As again, we're ready in just a little bit here to get going with the honoring of the 1995-96 Trojans. What a treat to have Coach Kilmartin and Jeff Krylin come and talk with us.
That was a treat. Coach K is still sharp, I tell you.
He is, and I love what he says. Changing up the, you know, a quarter or whatever, if you come out and switch it up, it takes them several sequences before they can figure out what's just happened.
Yeah, because first you got to recognize what defense they're in. You switch up your play calls, and it, you know, it keeps them out of the offensive rhythm that they were in.
Enjoying the Mendota on Mendota. And we'll have our national anthem here in just a moment as well. Again, thanks for joining us here on the broadcast. So we hope you'll do the same.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Mendota High School for this 3 Rivers Athletic Conference varsity matchup featuring the visiting Boilermakers of Kewanee High School. At this time, yes, you please rise, direct your attention to the east end of the gymnasium for the playing of our national anthem.
Again, welcome to Mendota High School Gymnasium here, where the Mendota Trojans for starting lineups. They do a nice job with this. Coach allows them to have a lot of fun with it. Matt Meyer gets them going, you know, so they kind of have a good time with it. First,
Yeah, it's fun.
help us out with a little bit. You've got a couple of sophomores on the team as well for Kewanee. And what do we got there, John?
Yeah, they start 2 seniors, 2 Christmas.
We'll take a look at what Mendota can bring here defensively. You know, they've got some pretty good shooters there. As far as the height down low, we're pretty evenly matched. We might even have an advantage, which doesn't. Mendota Trojans coming in with 15 wins on the season, looking to add to that. up. Alex Beats, a senior for the Mendota squad, number 3.
You got Coach Grady Jones with the shirt and tie. Got Coach Grady Jones with the shirt and tie on.
He's looking sharp, isn't he? Looking sharp. Really the best teammate, isn't he? Next up, Aiden Tillman, a senior and captain, along with Alex Beats and Dane Doyle. Cole Tillman is next, the sophomore sensation here for the Trojans, number 1. Averaging, what'd you say, 19 points per game?
18.9.
Yeah, that's pretty good. We look to him, and you know, sometimes he'll just have this quiet game, and you're like, oh, I don't know if he's really. And you look up, and he's got 24 points.
Yeah, he can make it look effortless.
He sure does. Next up, Drew Becker, a junior for the Mendota squad, and rounding out the starting lineup for the Trojans, Dane Doyle, a senior and captain for the Trojans. Of course, coached by Coach Steve Lasmer and Nick Gons. A lot of helpers as well. Mendota has a really good bench, a really nice group of guys that help out. And we're ready to get things going here on Mendota Trojans Live. Thanks for joining us again. We appreciate you being part of our broadcast.
Yeah, let's see if we get off to another hot start and build a lead up here in the first quarter like we have been.
Mendota gets that going there in that first 2 quarters, and that can help them if they lag a little bit in the 3rd and 4th. We've had Kewanee, so Mendota will set up their defense. Pretty good shot there underneath by Kewanee. And we're just underway here. Kewanee strikes first. I love to see it, and thanks for you joining us at home. Here's Tillman inside.
Nice move by Cole.
Rabbles it in. Really no. Probably the tallest one out there.
Yeah, Drew and Cole both lifted at 6'6", and Kewanee's tallest is 6'1". So we should have an advantage, you know, down low.
Hop and a jump, can't down. A near steal here now. Beats is able to get his hand on it. Looking for numbers, takes it himself, can't get it to go. Rebound, put back, just off the mark.
We'd like to see him come down with that and regroup and go back up.
Might have got away with the travel there, but I should be wearing the stripes, John. But, you know, just.
Well, I think we'd be calling a lot of travels.
It's adorable. Muscled his way in there for a bucket. Does Kewanee, and Mendota trails here early on. Here's Tillman, loses his defender. A little sweet shot, can't get it to go, but Doyle with the putback. With their second, third shot opportunities, but they've been really tightening that up the last several games, I believe.
Yeah, Dane's always in a good position. He's a really smart player.
He is. This basketball like here at 4 with 5:54 to play here in the first quarter. Taking it to the hoop. We're going to get a foul called against Mendota.
Yeah, that's Chris Crow, the sophomore. You see,
the foul's going to go against Aiden Tillman, his first and the team first. Free throw a little bit short. Times with their free throws in close games, it adds up, doesn't it? It's just so important.
Yeah, they're very important. I'm sure they work on them a lot in practice.
Oh, there's no doubt. And I get it. It's nerves and, just go. Another good effort there by Doyle.
Yeah, excellent drive by Dane.
Tillman thought about it, passed it to his brother. He'll take it, can't get it to go. Beats pulls down the rebound, gets it up court. Oh, and a little bit too hot there for Becker. 4:53 left to play here in the first quarter as Mendota's got it. Little full court defense put forth by the Trojans. But
yep, doing a little full court man, switching. He
doesn't have a lot of other weapons to go to, so he's trying to do it himself there. That one just a little bit too hard off the back of the rim. Gets it across the half-court line. Looking inside. Three-pointer, Doyle, no good. Shots like that, when you start forcing them, you know, later on, those are more of a concern than, you know, the shots will fall.
Martinez had a step on him, and
4 minutes to play here in the first quarter with Mendota. Second free throw. And that misses the mark. Well, coming down with the rebound is Kewanee. We know this guy ain't afraid to shoot it.
I don't think they know.
They don't know what to say. Oh, come on.
Jump ball.
The jump ball is going to be called, and in favor of the Trojans.
But I think it had to be tipped.
Yeah, that's all right. All tied up here at 6 with 3:42 to play. Oliver Munoz checking into the game. Aiden finds his brother, rattles around the hoop for a 3, and Kewanee quickly up court. Stutter step and takes it to the hoop.
He's going to attack the hole all night. That's what he does.
Here's Munoz on the near side.
It's a bucket.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Full timeout, Mendota.
Trojans with 6 and Kewanee with a sluggish here to start things off, but Mendota's going to realize they just keep number 10 in check, and that's probably their go-to. I mean, they're telling.
Said he's an attacking player, gets the ball in the wing and attacks the hoop. You know, Kewanee hasn't played since last Friday. They could be, you know, either well rested or rusty or a little bit of both. You know, in Mendota, this is their 3rd game in 4 nights. So
I always wonder with that. I feel like almost playing is better than resting. I mean, they're young kids. They don't need a rest. We need a rest. They're better off just keep that momentum going. I don't know about 4 games in a week. That's pretty tough, you know, but.
Yeah, it's better to play because you get tired of practicing against your own guys for
absolutely.
7 days straight.
You know, so I think it's a pretty good chance when you can have a couple games. You know, this is a pretty quick turnaround for the Trojans to, you know, play tonight and then, you know, get on the bus tomorrow morning. And
it's 3 tough games in a row with Newman, Byron, and Kewanee. There's no cupcakes here. This is going to be a tough game tonight too, because Kewanee likes to grind it out and muck it up and play tough.
5 seconds, and don't you think that'll really change a lot of things, John?
It will. I mean, Coach K alluded to it when he was up here talking with us. It's going to be a little bit of a different game.
Yeah, I think it'll be a whole different setup, and teams will really have to make those adjustments. Three-pointer, Munoz is good. Mendota trailing by 1 here. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound battled around a little bit as Kewanee finally comes up with it. We're going to try to eliminate some of a near steal, and he does, and gets it swiped right back. Oh, they're getting a foul called here on Crow.
Yeah, Cole jumped in the passing lane and got one there.
Second personal foul, second team foul.
Munoz. Working pretty hard down low as Tillman lays that little baby hook up off, battles around the rim and goes.
Yep, that's a nice move by Cole.
Quickly up court of the Boilermakers, and nice job there by the Trojans. It'll be last touch by Kewanee. So Mendota in this first quarter, Mendota leading 11-10.
And Crow is out of the lineup now for Kewanee, so let's see if we can.
Finds Becker for three. Got it. He is money from there. He loves that kind of that wing shot there. He's got it figured out.
Drew's been hot the last few games.
He's got a really good shot from there. 14-10 Mendota. 42 seconds on the clock here for this first quarter. Munoz quickly up court now for the Trojans. He'll fire up a three, and nobody was there. So let's see if Mendota can capitalize it on. Up by 4 here with 27 seconds on the clock.
Let's see if he plays for one shot or if he. Looks like they're going to play for one shot.
The baseline. He's going to let it run down. 16 seconds on the clock.
They'll probably go with about 9 or 8 seconds. Here we go.
8 seconds. Picked up his dribble. That'll wind down the clock here on the first quarter as Mendota has a 4-point lead, 14-10. And what do you see here so far to start, John?
Well, we're taking good care of the ball. We haven't turned it over much. Look for us to keep posting Cole, being with our height advantage down low. The scouting report says they're going to try to post up Cole and Drew a little more this game and get some action down.
More things he does down there, and then it opens up the shots for the guards as well. So we'll see. I bet you're right on that. We'll see if that comes here. We're moving for a personalized banking experience from a community-focused bank. Also, Black Brothers, family-owned and operated since 1882. They're always so supportive of the community and local young people. Also, Pizzas by Marshallone's in Mendota. You can dine in, carry out, or delivery delicious pizzas, rolls, sandwiches, and more. Again, nice pull down there by the Trojans, and we'll set up our offense for the first time here in this second quarter. Up by 4, 7:42 left to play here in the first half. Alex takes it to the hoop now, high up,
nice.
High looping shot and able to get it to go.
He's good at those little floaters.
Yeah, he's gotten a lot more aggressive the last several games. Dane Doyle checking back into the ball game here for the Trojans. Johan Cortez in as well. 7:20 to play here in the second quarter. Probably around 70 points per game, somewhere in there. And when they are able to control that tempo and have those points, they usually can be pretty successful. Pretty good move, but nobody 10 feet around him.
No, that's a good look.
Dane Doyle for 3. You're going to give him that. You got to take that. I don't think they read their kind of play. Floater by Kewanee's able to go.
That was a nice play by that little feller out there.
Yeah, it's a little guy, and he made it happen, made it look pretty easy.
Good rebound by Johan, good pass.
Excellent move there, nice play, nice unselfish play.
Johan makes things happen when he's out there.
He makes the most of the time that he's out there. I love to see it. There is nobody quicker. You know, his feet and hands move so swiftly.
He's the kind of kid.
Nice three-point play there by Cole Tillman. And the Trojans have a 22-14 lead here. Near and Cole Tillman will run cleanup.
Looks like they ran a little half-court trap on him there and got a steal.
Tillman with 9 points so far tonight. Mendota.
A little bit. This is kind of what Coach Kilmartin was alluding to.
I think that is an excellent way to just disorient the offense of the other team. They just play here. Mendota leading.
Looks like they're back in man now.
Ooh, almost an ankle breaker there. Cortez right on him. Shot from the free throw line, no good. Rebound bounced around. Finally, Kewanee picking it up. Comes up to his chest, you know. where Mendota holds a 10-point lead. Really keeping it going here. Nice steal here, and Cole comes up with it. Pretty good defense here by Kewanee as Mendota's running through all the options of this offense. Looking for something.
There we go. Got Dane in the post.
Nice move.
Well done.
Really patient offense there by the Trojans. I like to see that.
Yep, and they got the look they wanted. They got Dane posted up.
Oh, no, they wasn't shooting, but Alex is going to get called for a foul there. He grabbed him, but he certainly didn't. He wasn't shooting when he did that. That's not just because he's my nephew. I promise that is my true Trojans. Aiden Tillman checking back in. And Carter Weak in here for the Trojans. He's a junior on the squad. I like what I see when he comes off the bench.
He's a good athlete.
Yeah, he's a terrific athlete. They're gonna really lean on him next year.
Oh, he'll be a key part next year.
He will. A lot of seniors graduate to that. It's 26-17 here with 4:16 left to play in this second quarter. Want to thank some more of our sponsors, including Gons Farm. Is coming up on their 5th generation. Shimmers, your hometown Chevy dealer, always offering great service and outstanding deals. Arteaga Tree Service, serving North Funeral Home, serving Mendota and all surrounding communities, celebrating life and healing grieving hearts. So again, thanks to all our sponsors. We'll tell you about a few more of them at our next stop and play here, but 4 minutes, 16 seconds to play here in the first half. Johan Cortez will take it across the half-court line here for the Trojans. We'll probably scout him as a three-point shooter, and he was able to put the ball to the court and take it to the hoop. Three-pointer, good. 28 to Cole gets it to Cortez, off to Doyle.
Good rebound by Johan.
Oh man, it just got stripped away from him. Pretty scrappy. Number 2.
4, but he gets into it.
Good defense by the Hail Mary shot, if I ever saw one, and it went in. Pretty good effort there. That's Arjan for get a rest. 3:13 to play here in the first half. Mendota leading by 6. Kewanee at the line looking for a three-point play and can't get it to go. Carter Weak for 3. Got it! I love it.
That was a great extra pass by Dane.
Very unselfish play around the. No call, nothing. Good effort there defensively, but.
You'd like to see us secure some of those loose balls and second chance rebounds, but.
There we go. Awesome, good for him, I love it. Coming off the bench, draining 2 threes in a row here, 34-24 for every pass. .213 to play here in this first half. He's going to reset.
Yeah, this is a good defensive possession. See if we can come away with a rebound or a steal here. Crow's back in.
Dane got his own rebound and put back. He's padding his go. But nice
good
rebound.
Aiden.
Really good rebound by Tillman. Second shot there by Cole, couldn't drop, but we need to get those second and third shot opportunities.
Good luck. Yep.
Hammered as he was going to the hoop. Good court awareness there by the Trojans, and
Carter Weak is.
And there you get a couple minutes, you show up, you show out like that. Waz and Gons are going to remember that.
He looks confident. That's good. In and out on that one.
34-26 here with a minute 20 left to play here in this first half. 55 points here for the Trojans. We've seen them score that many in a quarter before. Good defense here by the job, which is get it to number 10. One minute to play here in the first half. 1 minute to play here in the first half.
They got a good look at a three from that.
Crow with 10 points so far tonight. And a foul is going to be called against Kewanee. Pretty clean game, you know, for the most part as far as fouls have gone. You know,
it has been. I was just thinking the same thing.
I've kind of been letting them play a little bit.
Yeah.
Nope. Wasn't sure who. That hurts. That hurts. Another three-pointer here. 13 points now for Crow.
Yeah, they said he can get hot, and he's hit 2 in a row now for half.
9 seconds. Mendota leading by 3. Aiden Tillman for 3 at the buzzer. Got it. Got it. To see that, you know, sometimes I worry about those last 10 seconds of the game. What's their plan? And that was perfectly executed.
They worked the ball well. They didn't get flustered and ended up with a good look there at the end of the second quarter.
We've got one of the coaches of the 95, 96.
Gary, how you doing?
Hey, Gary, thanks for joining us up here tonight.
Yeah, I'm glad to come up here, man.
He's hanging on, though, aren't they? You know, like.
Yeah, they're above 500. What I think their record was 12-6 or something like that. So, you know, they're playing the same teams we are in the Three Rivers. So it's they're doing a great.
You like so far tonight?
You know what? Again, sometimes they're bench play. You know, I mean, you got Carter Weak that came out and hit 2 3-pointers, and I think he had 7 points coming off the bench. He hasn't played a lot this year, but again, rebounding isn't great. But you're also talking about a team who played Ottawa, LB. They've had so many games in the last 2 weeks that, you know, they might be a little tired tonight, so they just got to come out in the second.
You know, especially early on in the season, we were having some trouble with the, you know, those second and third shot opportunities from the other team, and we see a little bit of that tonight, but I'm sure they'll talk about that at halftime and correct that.
Yeah, you know, and we're such a good team there. Hopefully they can come out in the second half. They got a game tomorrow at 11:30 at Seneca, and they're playing Montino, so not that they overlooked Kewanee. They knew they were going to be a tough team, but I'm sure Waz and Gonzi's in there saying, hey, we got to control those boards a little bit better.
Beforehand, we had, of course, the honoring of the 1995-96 squad. You said that was your first year of student teaching.
Yes.
And you were part of that. Like, tell us a little bit about how fun was it to have such a good turnout here tonight?
You know, I'd never coached before in my life, and obviously going with all those great coaches you have out there with Mike Kilmartin, Hall of Fame coach. You know, in 96, you come out there and you're just really just observing and watching because you're, you know, just off a drop step. And then you guys, you know, people like Derek Kilmartin, and in my opinion, Derek Kilmartin was one of the best point guards ever to come. He was, you know, might not have been the fastest kid on the floor, but boy, he could handle the ball and nobody could steal it from him. 5'11", but he could score. So it was just so much fun going with those guys and seeing the, you know, how much they put into, you know, work. And how much they, you know, ran the floor, Mendota style, and you know, again, we see a lot of three-pointers out there. You know, back in our day, the three-pointer wasn't as evident, but that team really in '96 was probably one of the first teams that started. you saw more, maybe 4 or 5 guys that can hit the three-pointer at any time.
It just wasn't part of the game, you
Right.
know, and now maybe even Coach Kilmartin says maybe it's too much part of the game now. I don't know if I agree with that. 10 three-pointers that night in DeKalb at the Super Sectional.
Yes.
And then 13 free throws, so he ended up with 43 points. So that's
yeah, and that's just
what a special
amazing.
team.
I talked to all the kids over there, just underneath the basket and dunking, and I told them a little bit about Eric Duke, and he even holds a record, I think, in baseball for 7 consecutive hits at the state tournament. Classes overall with their football performance that they had, basketball and baseball.
Without a doubt.
Just a great time where you got a chance, an opportunity to come in, and for me, being able to coach such at a young age and see what it's like to play some basketball, especially Mendota basketball.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And we love to see the run and gun, don't we? I mean, that's just so that team, big guy down low, it wasn't there, you kick it back out, and there were so many threats, which, and Mendota has a little bit of that now. We don't focus on, Tillman being the big guy down low. He can be, it's a little bit different now, and it's fun both ways,
Well, it used to work. You worked the ball inside out. You threw it inside, defense would collapse on your big center like.
Yeah, the inside-out game, but, and again, just a different era in basketball where your big guys shoot. We have Drew Becker out there, but, back in my day, we had Kyle Shinholz would step out and hit that three. Now, they would play off me a little bit on the three-point line. They'd be like, yeah, you go ahead and shoot.
We'll let him have that all day.
Yeah, we'll let you have it. So, it's just what. Football's changed. Everything's changes a little bit. And sometimes I don't watch pro ball because it's coming down to we the boys are just the great kids all around on the floor and off the floor. But that's their style, that's their identity. That's what they grew up watching.
Sure.
Where we grew up the inside-outside game and backdoor cuts a little bit more. And now even if you notice. Even Sterling Newman did it to us the other night. That fast break, they're putting somebody in the corner. Yep.
It's pretty unbelievable.
It's one of those things, if you don't adapt, you're going to get left behind. So you got to adapt with the
right. And our boys have done a great job. But even notice, like I said, you have Cortez that comes in, and they have a specially designed play for him on an out-of-bounds play, and he'll knock down the three in the corner.
Hits it.
And then you got Carter Wiak, who hasn't played much in a lot of times, and all of a sudden comes in, they're like, hey, we need a hot hand. Here's Carter Wiak. And I had two options. I either got back on defense, or if I was going to miss it, I was going back to the bench because somebody was getting taken out real quick.
Mine was, I could shoot it and make it, but I never used my left hand, so that was scouting report. It would be, hey, she ain't gonna go left. She's gonna go right.
Waz was already asked me. Coach Waz was out there saying, hey, have you been working on that left hand yet?
He's asking me about it.
Yeah.
Pretty nice to see Coach Kilmartin here. He's been here a little bit, and the standing ovation that he got, well deserved. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was. He's always been a special coach to me. Coach Wasmer's always been a special coach. Anytime we see him, we have Coach McKeega, because I think I beat him in a three-point competition one time at practice.
Anyone could do that. I mean, anyone could be.
He claims differently, though, but I think he still owes me.
All right, we'll bring it up to him next time I see him. Gary, thanks for joining us here at the half. Tomorrow from Seneca. Again, like you said, pretty quick turnaround here for this Mendota squad who's had, this will be their 4th game this week. So, it's been a busy week for them, but let's try to get a win here tonight. All right, guys, we're at the half here where Mendota has a 6-point lead. They led by as many as 10 at one point. But we got about a minute and a half or so before we get back started here in the second half. We'll take a quick break here where the Mendota Trojans lead Kewanee Boilermakers by 6. Back with the second half coming up shortly here on Mendota Trojans Live. the third quarter. We have been getting some notification that it's buffering, and we apologize for that. We're on the school's Wi-Fi, and there's pretty much nothing we can do about it. Mendota putting out their starters to start things off here, and quickly Kewanee picking up a bucket to start things off. 7 minutes, 30 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Pro quickly up court with quick 4 points here to start off this third quarter. Not what Mendota.
But here's a three from Aiden. Nope, no good.
Becker pulls down the big rebound. Let's see what the Trojans can do with it. Beats takes it to the hoop. Thought about a shot, can't get it to go. And the
right back up quick with it.
To play here in the third quarter as Kewanee coming out pretty hot out of the locker room. It's 2-point lead here for the Trojans. We led it by as much as 10 early on. Aggressive there on trying to get that rebound.
I think this is going to be another game that goes down to the wire, Brooke.
I think so, and Mendota is used to that. What are we, the Bears over here? I mean, come on. That would be a fun thing for once, but Kewanee's really battling back, and Trojans just have to make some adjustments defensively as they're kind of picked up the speed a little bit here. Now, that one's going to go against Becker as well.
How many's Drew got now?
Looks like he just has two.
Okay.
So. No, pardon me, that's his third. Play. Yeah, we apologize for the buffering that's going on. Our system is just rebound knocked around but drawn by Kewanee, and they're quickly up court. Now foul's going to be called against Oliver Munoz is going to check in as Cole Tillman will get a rest. 6 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Mendota leading by a slim 2-point margin with it.
Looks like Dane's open for three.
There
we go.
3-pointer for Dane. He's got 12 points tonight. He's having a fine game.
Just a solid player, does everything well. I like watching Dane.
Yeah, I'm not nervous when you have. I thought maybe you'd get a traveling violation.
I was thinking of travel, but another nice spin move by Robinson there. He didn't do much in the first half, but he's a little more aggressive here. He missed his last 2 free throws.
Missed that one as well. 5:14 to play here in the third quarter. 43-38, Mendota leading. Second free throw's good, 43-39. 5:11 on the clock. Munoz takes. Turnover here by the Trojans, and Kewanee will reset their offense. 4:42. Open three, got it. That's his first points of the night.
Yeah, the scout report.
Becker from his sweet spot, got it. You don't miss from there.
That looked good the whole way.
We had a perfect view of it from up here. Mendota leading by 4 now. 4 minutes to play in the third. Becker's got 6 points.
Good rebound, Alex.
Ball.
Good break there.
Rebound by Doyle, and quickly Becker fouled. Oh, no call. Oh my goodness. He got clobbered. Oh, come on. And Dane Doyle will take a rest. Cole Tillman check back in. Free throw is good. We got a 1-point ball game here, ladies and gentlemen, with 3:15 to play in the third. Munoz taking it to the hoop and getting fouled. Shot didn't go, but he'll be at the line shooting two.
Munoz does a good job at
make something happen. First free throw bounces around and falls. 47-45. Oh, near on the rebound, it almost bounced back in. Cole might have got away with over and back there. Crow wanted it called. Number 6 to play here with Mendota inbounding underneath their own basket.
Here comes Aiden in the corner.
Good look. Got it. That's a tremendous inbounds play. I love it, inbounds plays.
Yeah, they execute their inbound plays very well.
5-point lead here for the Trojans. What? He was fouled by Aiden Tillman. That's his second.
I didn't see a lot of contact there either. It looked like he got all ball.
I feel like they let him play a little bit more in that first half, don't you think?
It's tightening up.
It's been a fun night here tonight with the honoring of the 95-96 Trojans. Good to see Coach Kilmartin, Coach Mike Wasmer, a lot of the other names and faces you remember from that. 50-47, Mendota leading, make it 52 as Munoz takes it to the hoop. 2:23 to play.
Looks like we're going to that 1-3. Wow.
They found a hole in it, but he's not the really one that we've been looking at for a shooter. But
number 1's come out the second half really aggressive on the offensive end for Kewanee.
He's got 9 points tonight. At the line shooting two, couldn't get the shot to go. 2-point lead is all here for the Trojans with 2 minutes 5 seconds to play in the third. What is a stampede? There must be a free food. 2:05 to play here, as we said. Mendota with a slim lead, rattles that one in for. He wasn't expecting that pass. See what Mendota does defensively
we're
here.
We're doing a 1-3-1 trap again.
He's just come alive.
Yeah, he has.
11 points for him tonight. Tua slammed from behind. That'll be a Mendota ball underneath their own basket. Coach Watts is saying, come on.
Let's see if we run a good play here out of bounds again.
Tough effort there underneath, and Aiden's going to be called for the foul. They're both battling it back and forth there.
Yeah, they were battling. You could have called it either way in that.
Money so far this 8 minutes. Free throw is off the mark, which is helping. An opportunity to tie it up. Can't get it to go.
Good
Big
rebound
here by Becker. Here come the Trojans. Rebound brought down by Kewanee. 1 minute, 12 seconds to play here in the third.
There we go.
Steal. Mendota with number. What do we get?
Coach Waz having a conversation.
Actually,
I don't know, but
you better watch it.
Waz isn't happy with it.
3-point lead here for the Trojans.
Back in a man-to-man, full court kind of.
Yeah, there we go.
Travel.
There's a second travel. I mean, our first one was a travel for sure. That could have been a foul or travel. In any case, Mendota will take it. Full court. The
Got to stay aggressive on the offensive end here. Looks like, again, they'll go with 8-9 seconds left and look to get a good shot here at the end of the quarter.
18 seconds on the clock. Now 7
Looking
seconds.
for Cole here, backdoor, Munoz.
Got it. Well, very patient offense there for the Trojans.
That is extremely good execution on that.
They were able to get it there, though. My goodness, Mendota with a 5-point lead here as we head into this fourth quarter. And, you know, Kewanee kind of coming alive there offensively in that third quarter. You know, trying to make those adjustments and kind of switching a little bit back and forth from a couple of different defenses. And it's going to be a battle throughout here this last 8 minutes.
It is. Kewanee's got a second option on the offensive end this half. Robinson has stepped up.
11, yeah.
11 they might all be in that quarter. Came out aggressive in the second half.
Let's run down a few more of our sponsors while we have a moment here. OSF St. Paul Medical Center. Of a close-knit community. Prescott Brothers, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram dealer, selling cars and trucks and offering financing, service, and parts. Eureka Savings Bank, providing quality savings and loan products. Bruno State Farm in Mendota. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. The Locker Room, gear up for greatness, offering quality, affordable custom apparel and much more. The Locker Room in led throughout. Kewanee might have had the first bucket or two, but then Mendota was able to hold on to that lead throughout the first 3 quarters. Let's see if we can finish here. We're just underway here in the fourth quarter. 5-point lead for the Trojans. Wide open 3. We'll let them have it. Dang!
That was a deep one.
He was Caitlin Clark area there, and he just, you know, see what Mendota can do back offensively. Here comes Tillman. Lost it, but got it back. Can't get his shot to go. And the rebound brought down by Kewanee.
Well done, Drew.
He was there for 2 seconds before he got there. You could see that one coming. So nice effort there by Becker. 7:21 to play here in the ball game with a 2-point lead here for the.
We can take advantage of that.
Here's Munoz. Inside to Tillman. Can't get it to go. He was too far underneath the basket. One minute gone by here in the fourth quarter.
Good hands, Drew. Good steal.
See what Mendota can do with it.
Go up strong.
See what Mendota can do here. 6:45 to play in the ball game. Munoz taking it to the hoop. High off the glass.
Little Euro step and the left-hand layup. That's a nice move.
59-55, 6:25 to play here in the fourth. Looking inside, but off a missed shot there.
That's a foul.
That's a foul, 100%. Getting knocked around like
Go
that.
up strong here. There
Got
we go.
it.
Good job, Cole.
Through traffic, through it all.
There we go.
13 points here for Tillman. 50 to play here in the ball game. Ball underneath their basket. 5:33 to play here. Just one foul called against
Crows back in.
They're both kind of going for it, but they're going to call him for it.
Got to call something on that.
That's actually only his third, so that last one he picked. As with that new rule this year with the 5, they had it for the last 2 years, I guess. But that, 5 fouls a quarter, it's really kind of made a difference as far as, some strategy and some other things for coaches too. You kind of play that game a little bit.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of this rule when it first came out because it takes away from the 1-and-1.
It does, yeah.
The 1-and-1 is a big thing.
To the ball game here with 5:13 left to play. Mendota leading, and a quick timeout's going to be called against Kewanee, so they didn't lose the ball. He was kind of rolling around there.
Yeah, that was going to be.
We're in the home stretch here where the Trojans are leading 61-55. Let's thank some more of our sponsors, including Renegade Motors, used car dealer offering a wide selection of vehicles, and club serving the young people of Mendota and surrounding communities through a series of fundraiser and donations. That's been going on since 1939. Also, Meriden Grain Company, your authorized Pioneer seed dealer, and offering custom spring and fall. Yes, and we're partnering up with them, so stop in, let them know that you appreciate them sponsoring and being part of the Mendota High School basketball program. We're so glad to be working with them. We're so glad to be bringing you these games right here on Studios, and they were able to get it. Good unselfish play there by the Trojans. Trojans to get that one, not after 1 or 2 shots there by Kewanee. 4:40 left to play here in this ball game, and Mendota leads. Cole Tillman for 3, can't get it. 4:36 on the clock. Every possession is going to become important here, both defensively and offensively. We want to keep building and make sure that nobody gets hot on the Boilermakers side. That was a little too easy. 63-57. Munoz.
Short.
Oh,
nice.
Knocked right off of Crow's hand out of bounds. So it'll be Mendota ball underneath. And a foul's going to be called. He's just a little bit too aggressive. I don't think the other official was even ready, and they were already inbounding the ball.
Looks like a lob to Becker, yep. See what.
Good work by the Trojans.
Another well-executed play there.
I've been pretty impressed with Mendota's inbounds plays a lot of the time, especially underneath their own basket. They're really able to at least get a good shot off. If it doesn't fall, that's one thing. But Mendota leading the way. Tillman for 3, who almost used the backboard but couldn't get it to go. What? They're going to call that on Becker?
Yeah, at least the wrong time. He just kind of got spun into. And
that kind of happened to him, I guess. That is his 4th. "11-year-old boy section over there helping out. Squealing at the free throw shooter. 65-58 with 3:28 left to play here.
Wow.
Patience on offense. We every possession is pretty important here throughout. 65-59. 3:27 to play.
Now Kewanee's coming with a little press. That looks like a 1-3-1 trap.
Mendota did have a little bit of rusty. They were just a little rusty on that press breaker. And it allowed Byron to get back. Still, it's something to be mindful of moving forward. If that's a weakness that other teams can find in Mendota, they will abuse that.
Well, I tell you what, that press that Byron had, they were running a 2-1-2, which is so athletic. They were quick to the ball. I'm not sure why he didn't run that press the entire game. But
honestly, they probably would have won the game because Mendota really struggled with it.
Yeah.
Because what works for us is quickness and, you know, sharp passes.
Extremely athletic team.
Yeah, that was really well executed. And, you know, they didn't start doing it till maybe late in that second quarter.
Yes, yep.
And, you know, then I was hoping a little bit better adjustment in that second half, and they just, you know, Byron just made it happen. Back to tonight, it's 2:56 left to play here in this fourth quarter with Mendota leading by 6. He won the score here to play in the ballgame, a near steal, and it does get taken away. Now a foul's going to be called on the floor, though there's no way that was shooting.
One more in there. Well, he is shooting.
He must have been, yeah, they called it a shooting foul.
They did.
But he's got 19 points for the Boilermakers, but couldn't get the free throw to go there. Tillman back into the ball game now for the Trojans. Second free throw, no good as well. Mendota's got to get this rebound. He gets his own. Oh,
another one.
Goodness. Wow. I did not love that sequence there by the Trojans. It's fine to, you know, get a foul, that's okay, but we missed 3 rebounds there. This close of a game, we can't be giving them an opportunity. I mean, 65-62.
That could be a little bit of the 3 games in 4 nights kind of setting in.
It sure could.
A little slower to the loose balls and that. But
in close games, you know, we're just not. Second one, good.
A corner.
The patience here we're seeing on Mendota's offense.
Running some clock, working for a good look.
Again, they'll be shooting throughout. Any fouls now that the clock here. Mendota winding it down. They've got a 2-point lead. You want to be nice and crisp on your passes. That's what they were looking for. I don't know if they had like a time or a go, or that just Doyle's in the right place at the right time. Good effort here by the Trojans. 4-point lead.
Out of it, it's very good execution.
Again, make sure you join us tomorrow. We'll be broadcasting live from Seneca. Mendota will take on Mantino. That's coming up at 11:30 on Mendota Trojans Live, so we hope you'll join us for that. Again, we apologize if we're having a little trouble buffering. We'll work on that. Again, it's our system is just not having too much trouble. We appreciate you sticking with us, and we hope you're enjoying the broadcast here as we enjoy bringing them to you. 63-67. With time winding down here. Let's see what Kewanee can put forth here. Mendota will be back defensively.
And Kewanee is in the bonus, so we want to play good hard defense without fouling if we can here.
Slim lead here. 4-point lead here for the Trojans. 1:28 to play. Working down low against Tillman. 10 to play here. They're going to put some pressure forth.
Yeah,
and
they're going to be a full court, looks like full court man. You can clear it out. Oh, there you go.
That out and force them to break that up a little bit. 58 seconds on the clock. Trojans up by 4.
Nice pick and roll there. That would have been a layup.
Yeah, just
Foul
let us
call.
have the shot, but we got to. Only 3 fouls against.
Because they're going to want to stop the clock and have it shooting here before too long, so they'll probably foul again quick here.
55 seconds on the. Telling him to foul.
Boy,
Oliver kind of eluded him there. Oh my goodness, he's
good ball handler, yeah. I think he fouled him 4 times.
He fouled out that one possession. 5 seconds left to play here, 45.9 to be exact. Mendota with 5 fouls, Kewanee with 4. So we'll see what they do now. He's telling them to foul.
Yep, now we're going to be
Pick up a couple of these here. 37 seconds on the clock here. And both teams now in the bonus. That was on me. That's 100% my fault.
Did you jinx them?
I did, 100%.
There we go.
Double digits. Second one is good. 5-point lead here for the Trojans. 35 seconds on the clock. Again, Mendota wants to play clean defense here.
No fouls. Make them work.
27 on the clock is going to be called. I don't even think he had the ball. They're giving him a shot, so Becker will be at the line. 17.5 seconds. Mendota's working on holding on.
Three-possession game.
Just put us a little bit safer, huh?
There you go, Drew.
Nice effort there. 15.5 seconds left to play. Becker, second
there
one is
go.
good. He's got 8 points on the night. But he does. Good look to the basket, but Mendota let him have it.
Yeah, he attacks.
That's okay. 9 seconds.
Yeah, we don't want to foul. Might as well give him the.
Yeah, let him have the shot if it goes. Kewanee team, they just hung around, you know.
This is kind of the Kewanee trademark. They're scrappy and gritty, and they stay in games. That's what they do.
They've been doing that for as long as we remember. You know, they're part of that old NCIC like we talked about quite a bit, you know, and it was always the farthest games you had to go to was Geneseo and Kewanee. We played the Boilermakers. Tonight, no exception. Mendota leading by 5 here. Time winding down. The Trojans have led pretty much throughout the game, had as much as 10, maybe 12-point lead at one point, but patient on offense the last few times, and it's really paid off. And a couple of good free throws there by Becker put us up by 5.
Got to make sure we get the ball in bounce here, because they're going to
man-to-man pressure here by Kewanee.
He's going to do the out of the starting gates.
4 out.
Yep.
Oh, 5. All 5 out.
Yep. And we'll stop and bring one back on a.
Seconds on the clock here as Cole Tillman will go to the line as he'll get 2 shots here. 7.4 to be exact. Mendota leading by 5. That's interesting. So they start out of bounds, and then you kind of come in, and then 1 or 2 of them come back.
He ran it a lot last year. I haven't seen much of it this year. But
yeah, I haven't seen it too much either. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Here's the second one with 7.4 seconds left to go. Can't get it to go. Don't foul him.
No fouls.
5 seconds. Let them have it. Don't.
That's a good win.
They had to work for it, didn't they?
They
Oh,
did.
my goodness. Congratulations to the Trojans behind 16 points from Munoz and 14 points each from Tillman and Doyle and several others in here tonight by 5. Nice all-around win for the Trojans. They like to keep us on our toes, though, don't they?
I thought they played well. Kewanee was just right there with them. I think we can't overlook the spark that Carter Wiak had in that first half.
I love to see it. I bet he'll
7
get some
points.
more opportunities. I sure hope so. Comes out and shoots 3 threes at 7 points.
Yep.
And, got the crowd and the team going a little bit. So you can't discount that. So, again, nice win here for the Trojans tonight. A busy week, like we said. Tomorrow at 11:30. Of course, that a game you can hear right here on Mendota Trojans Live. That'll be at 11:30 from Seneca against the Mantino Panthers. So, John, I appreciate you being here with us tonight. Hope you had a good time.
I did. It was fun.
It is fun, and my Coach Kilmartin up here, Jeff Krylin, and a lot of nostalgia going on in the gym tonight, and we appreciate them joining us as well. So again, thanks to everybody watching at home. We do apologize if there was a little. Thank you for joining us here on Mendota Trojans Live. Make sure you let all our sponsors